the absolute value of x means the distance from 0. So the absolute value of x is equal x if x is greater than or equal to 0, and negative x if x is less than 0. To find the limit, we check the left hand limit and right hand limit. When you're dealing with limits involving absolute values, there is a simple trick. You just need to look at what's inside the bars and ask yourself, is the expression inside positive or negative? If it's positive, you just drop the bars. Easy? You keep it exactly as it is. But if the expression is negative, you drop the bars, but you must multiply everything by a negative sign. Basically, you're just making sure the final result stays positive, which is what absolute value is all about. So, for example, the limit of x minus 1 over the absolute value of x minus 1 as x approaches 1. The question doesn't specifically ask for left and right hand limits. However, since we're dealing with an absolute value, we need to check the behavior from both sides to see if the limit exists. So we have the limit of x minus 1 over the absolute value of x minus 1 as x approaches 1 from the right. If we approach 1 from the right, the inside becomes positive, so we just drop the bars. Because if I give a number 1 from the right, for example 1.01 minus 1 is positive. So we have the limit of x minus 1 over x minus 1. We just drop the bars as x approaches 1. So we have x minus 1 over x minus 1 is equal 1. Okay? And the limit of x minus 1 over the absolute value of x minus 1 as x approaches 1 from the left, since we're coming from the left and inside turn negative, we just remove the bars and multiply the expression by minus 1. So we have the limit of x minus 1 over minus x minus 1 as x approaches 1 from the left. X minus 1 divided by minus x minus 1 is equal minus 1. So since the right hand limit and the left hand limit is not equal, so this limit does not exist. Okay? The limit of x over x plus the absolute value of x as x approaches 0. And again, the question doesn't specifically ask for left and right hand limits, but we have absolute value. So the limit of x over x plus the absolute value of x as x approaches 0 from the right. 0 from the right means, for example, 0.1 is positive. So we just drop the bars and we have the limit of x over x plus x as x approaches 0 from the right. So we have the limit of x approaches 0 from the right. X over x plus x is equal x over 2x, and we have 1 over 2. Okay, now left hand limit, the limit of x over x plus the absolute value of x as x approaches 0 from the left. 0 from the left means, for example, minus 0.9 is negative. So we have the limit of x over x minus x as x approaches 0 from the left. Okay? 0 from the left means, for example, minus 0.9, and the denominator is 0, means the number over 0. So this limit as x approaches 0 from the left does not exist. So the limit of x over x plus the absolute value of x does not exist. Okay?